Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-May 2026, and I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. What do we got? Ooh! Way to start the reading. Alrighty, the overall energy for the reading, the Temperance card. Well, that's your energy. We're good there. But like, what the hell is going on here? Overall, your energy feels good in the reading. It's just the beginning part. It's a little concerning, and I feel like it doesn't have to do with you as much as it has to do with your environment. Starting off the reading, you get the Devil crossed by the Hermit. So I feel like you just want a peaceful environment in which you can just be, you know, heal, whatever you want to do there. Just be. Just left alone to exist. And I don't know what the hell is going on in your proximity, but it's unhealthy. And it's not great. And it's not necessarily, well, you might still find your little corner in which you can be like, oh, okay, I'm good here, you know, but that's not the point. You shouldn't have to, you know, find a little corner in your own environment, in your own existence to exist, you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on in there, but yeah. In your focus, the Four of Pentacles, oh, maybe that's what it is. Ah, stop. She's stretched. She decided I'm gonna stretch on mama's everything. And I didn't catch her in time. Okay, you little resistant. No, I'm sorry. You think, you know, you're a fixed sign? I'm a fixed sign. Let's see who wins on this one. Anyways, you're hanging on to something, and I feel like maybe that's where the problem is. Because whatever it is that you're hanging on to and refusing to let go of, it might not be that healthy. In the recent past, the Four of Wands, there's a commitment that shows up there. Maybe it has to do with this commitment. I don't know, I'm just saying. In your Strength, the Magician, you're actually in full-on manifesting mode. You know? So you can manifest something good for you here, but you also have to work with that. In the sense of, if you're the one that's hanging on to stuff that's a little unhealthy, then you're working against your own manifestation. So you're manifesting for something healthy while you hang on to something unhealthy. That's not going to work. In the immediate future, the Nine of Wands, a little rejective of something there. Supporting this reading, the Lovers. But you don't understand. They're important to me. I can't just let them go. Then don't let them go. But let the unhealthy go. Well, that means letting them go. No, you still hang on to this connection. It's still there with you. You don't just stop feeling what you feel about whoever this is just because, you know, but if something feels super, super unhealthy there, then what are we doing here? Just for the sake of, because I'm feeling so strong about this. Okay, then live in an unhealthy environment. Can't have it both ways, you know? And also, just because you're standing up for yourself and cleansing your own reality, basically, it doesn't mean you let this connection go. This connection comes with you. What you feel about whoever this is comes with you. Nobody's taking that away from you. Yeah, but it's not the same. They're not here. Yeah, but when they're here, there's something not great here happening for you. So I don't know. In the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Six of Swords. See, because that's instinctual. That's human nature. All of us, when we're dealing with something that's not good for us, we're going to lean back. Like, look at your body. And when you find yourself in the middle of this environment that's not great for you, just observe your body. See how, you know, it gets uncomfortable. It gets tensed. There's something a little unnatural about it. You know? Those are the signs of, I don't want to be here. You know? So you're even kind of stepping back at times. In your hopes and fears, the Six of Wands. But I'm hoping that things are going to change for the better. You can hope from further away. You know, you can hope. You can still do that. Take a few steps away from this, though. And the potential outcome, the King of Wands. That's your energy, and you look quite good there. I have a feeling you're dealing with something a little unhealthy, and you keep on justifying it with, but I love them, but you don't understand, but this, but that. I understand perfectly what's going on here, and, you know, I would say the same thing if I was you. I would try to justify it in all the logical ways that I could. Let's clarify. Let's do the Temperance card. The Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. It's like I'm talking to your higher self, and then it's like I'm talking to your mind. And your higher self is telling me here, look, things haven't been right in a while here. And in all honesty, I've been trying to move away, at least to get some space from this for a while. So that's your higher self saying that, hey, something about this isn't working out for me. Then your mind comes in and says, but, hold on, but, you know. Let me do the Devil. The Lovers, the Two of Wands, the Tower. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. I don't know what maybe the intensity of this connection. Maybe, I don't know what it is. And it is a pretty strong connection, yes. But when those feelings are popping in so intensely, and they bring out all sorts of crap from within us, our past traumas, unhealed traumas, limiting belief, all sorts of things, because they're going to trigger those things. What do you think is going to happen? And if it's both of you that are kind of unaware that this is what's supposed to happen, then it's a shit show. And it has been. And since it's been a shit show, it's been very unhealthy type of a shit show. Because this wasn't like this. It turned unhealthy over time as things started piling up, exploding more and more and more, and just, again, kind of revealing those parts of us that we don't really want to look into because, they're painful. Well, this type of a dynamic is going to bring those parts to the surface, and they're going to play out within the dynamic. And guess what's going to happen? Everybody know. A shit show. For the Hermit, you get the Ten of Swords, the King of Cups, the Six of Swords. It's written all over your energy. Yes, there's love here, but like everything I see around your energy is, besides the fact that the constant is love, is the fact that you're pulling back. And again, quite the natural response to something unhealthy. I would do it, everybody would do it in the same way. As much as we kind of like hang on with our teeth to what's going on here, and so no, nobody's going to take this away because things are going to change. You'll see. I'll show you. Yeah. You just gotta bring that awareness to you to see that a lot of your energy is pulling back from this, you know, while mentally you're trying your best to hang on to this. By justifying it in so many ways. I don't know. You're finding something. For the Four of Pentacles, in your focus, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, the Chariot. Okay, so what's making you hang on to this is the fact that someday things are going to change for the better, and you'll see. Okay. But do you like how this feels right now? No. Okay. You can step away from it. And if someday things will change for the better, they can change for the better. Even if you stepped away from it for a little bit. You don't have to release this completely. You don't have to let it go. That kind of plays tricks on your mind there. You know, but you can take a little space. Give yourself a different perspective over things here. Because when we're in the middle of things, we don't see things really for what they are. But when we step away from those things, you know, it might give you a different perspective. That doesn't mean you shut it down. You know what I mean? And if things are meant to change, like, you know, the stubbornness of hanging on to this because things are going to change, they will. They will. If they're meant to change, yes. You don't get to control that though, because it takes two to tango. There's two of you here. It's not just you. So, you know, you got to allow for that change to happen. And if it doesn't, then it's not meant to change. But at least you're at a safe distance from it, you know. For the Four of Wands in the recent past, you get the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Magician. It's the same game over and over again, just you know, showing up a little different in time or over time here, because I see the same thing. I see a commitment that's based off of, at that point in time, of a lot of conflict. So normally you wouldn't put up with this. You wouldn't, you know, like, I don't want this. Nobody wants this, right? Conflicts all the time. Fuck that shit. But then comes your stubbornness. Like, okay, but at some point this conflicting energy has got to stop. It's going to shift, right, into something else. What can it shift in? It can't go worse. It actually, again, different stages of it. And it is worse now than it was then. But it did go worse. But you're expecting it to change in the complete opposite direction of better at some point, which you're still doing. That's your justification here. That's why you're still hanging on to this, because you're hoping that it'll change for the better. And as I said, it might. I don't know. But with or without you here in the middle of it, it's still going to change for the better if it's meant to change for the better, right? Where's you taking care of yourself in all of this? You know, that's what I'm saying with all. Just take a few steps away. Give yourself a little bit of a different perspective. For the Magician, you get the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Death card. I'm seeing this reading split into, I'm talking to your higher self, and then I can reason with your higher self, and then your Saggy that lives through this experience, life, whatever you want to call it, is coming through, the more practical one. So at times I get a glimpse of your higher self, and this is one of them. And your higher self is telling me, I've given up on this a long time ago. This is done for me as an experience. It served its purpose. You know, so that to me signifies a sense of, okay, so this has been an experience and is an experience that is in your life to teach you something valuable. As an experience, as what it was supposed to teach you, it's done. It did its job. Now it's up for you to learn, you know, from what it's brought to you. But because you're holding yourself in this, but no, because things have to change for the better at some point, you're kind of not, you know, aligned with what your higher self is telling me here. And it's okay. You will be at some point when you're ready. It's not a wasted time or anything. You'll learn from your own stubbornness too, trust me. For the Nine of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. This energy is growing on you more and more, and you're almost looking pissed off. This energy of, okay, it's time to put yourself first. It's time to walk away. It's time to give some distance here. It's time to learn your lessons. It's growing, and you're feeling it. You know it's there, and you're like, oh my God. No. Like, no. I'm not going to do that. Okay. I see you feeling it, like, more and more each day. And then it hits you where it's so clear that, okay, it's time to do this for you right now. And you're like, nope. I'm not gonna. Okay. For the lovers and the supportive energies, you get the Moon, the Temperance card, the High Priestess. This is supposed to teach you quite the freaking lessons of your lifetime here. This is that type of a connection of, you have no idea, you know, yet, what this is going to do for your life, for your healing, for your growth. You know, you may have picked up some stuff here and there. You may have learned a lot already, but you have no idea what kind of teachings this is going to bring for you. So, yeah, I assumed it was one of those. Let me do the Six of Swords. In the hidden energies, you get the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, and it ultimately creates a little bit of back and forth in the sense of, as much as a big part of you wants you to just step away from this, there's another part of you, which is your stubbornness, that things will change for the better, that keeps you here. So that creates a little bit of where you would function in this situation with, oh, I'm out of here. And you could be out for a few days, a few months, a few years even, and then you keep on coming back to it. So, yeah. I think what your higher self is trying to get you to do, why this energy of pulling away from this is so strong, is because you need some space and time away from all of this experience to figure things out a little bit, you know? But I don't think you're giving yourself enough time and space when you do, let's say, walk away for a split second. For the Six of Wands, in your hopes and fears, you get the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm like, no, things are going to change for the better. And I want to be there when they do. So that's why I'm not going anywhere. I want to be right there. Okay. Because, you know, if let's say I do give some space here, to, you know, to myself from the situation, and I don't know, I'm starting to hike mountains, and I'll be hiking on a mountain, and then this situation is becoming available, and they have no way to reach me because I have no signal because I'm in the middle, you know, on top of a mountain. Then how the fuck will I know? Oh my god, missed opportunity. I'm sure when you get back from that freaking mountain, you'll listen to your voicemails. There's nothing missed if this indeed opens up. You know what I mean? So even if you're on top of a mountain, I think we're good here. I think you're good. For the King of Wands, in the potential outcome, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the killing. Wow. Well, it's kind of proper with what's coming. The King of Swords, the Devil. Okay. When you agree that this is your reality, when you understand everything about, hey, this is a very unhealthy environment that I'm accepting to be in, this is my choice to be in this, you start normalizing all of this. You start being like, okay, this is my life. This is what it's going to be. This is my normal. You're unfortunately looking like you're reaching that point over there. Unfortunately for now, because it might be actually very fortunate. But if you start normalizing all of this, instead of looking at it from the perspective of let's unpack it, then it might take a while until you actually realize that, hey, I normalized something that goes against me. And I made it look like, you know. So that may actually keep you stuck in the situation for longer than is needed. But you look to be going in that direction where you're deciding consciously that, hey, this is my normal. Okay. If this is your normal, this is your normal then. Up until then, there's a little bit of struggle. There's a little bit of, but I feel like I gotta go, but I'm not gonna go because this, because that, because da. At that point in time, you show up very decisive, very firm, very clear that I choose to normalize this. This is my reality. This is my life. And then it ends with the energy of the devil. So again, in this unhealthy, that actually started the reading, ironically, you know, that very unhealthy environment. Okay. From the universe for you, you get the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups. You're kind of like, I'm just going through everything as it comes, and so you're kind of trying to take it a little bit shallow, a little bit, there's not a lot going on here, and, even if it is, I'll handle it. Like, you're almost not giving importance to this experience much. And I feel like it is important for your healing, you know. I don't care if it's important for you and how meaningful it is for you or for them, or the end result of this experience should be healing, if not for both of us, at least for you. For both of you, at least for you. But I think you're in the process of starting to normalize it if you're taking it as just another day, you know. It is what it is. This is my life. So it's like you're giving yourself this sentence already. You do know we can shift our reality, right? Our reality doesn't have to be what it is now. We can change that. But we have to see it and want it as something else. But if we accept it as, okay, this is shitty, but I'm taking this as my reality, then that's what it's going to be for you. And it's fine, because I know you won't last, because otherwise you wouldn't be here watching these, you know, energy readings and working with yourself through all of it. So I know even if you normalize it, you won't be there for long. Just as long as you need to realize this is a big ass learning process basically for you, you know. So let's see what Alice the Wonderland has for you. Find the lesson. Discover the purpose in a situation. Trust that you are learning. I promise I didn't talk to Alice about this one. Number 29. Alice is struggling to find any meaning in what is taking place in Wonderland, particularly when she is at the court of the Queen of Hearts. She is puzzled, confused, and feels very much like complaining. The truth is, there is a lot for you and Alice to complain about. People are not cooperating with each other. There is a great deal of disorganization and chaos. People are quarreling and not getting along. The volatile nature of what is taking place can make you feel like there is no sense to any of this at all. But, as the Duchess points out, everything has a moral. Or rather, everything has a lesson within it. Am I the Duchess? And this is the struggle for you right now. Rather than forcing yourself to find the lesson, the better approach is to trust there is a lesson. Trust that you are learning and that this experience will come to be valuable in time. It is a very strange and trying place you find yourself in, so be patient with yourself. Understand that it is natural to feel frustrated, impatient, and confused, but trust. Trust there is a reason for this, and in time, you will come to know the purpose of this bizarre, topsy-turvy, and very trying time. Divination, upheaval, quarrelsome people, disputes, antagonism and confusion, uncertainty about the purpose of a situation, feeling frustrated and ready to complain. Let it go to the universe, ask the universe for clarity, and trust that time will bring an understanding of the lessons this uncomfortable adventure is teaching you. I think I'm the Duchess here, god damn it. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.